but your life matters. Remember that. Everybody deserves to live their life. And remember, YOLO, you only live once. Make your dreams come true. Fight for what you want in life. Don't let anybody hold you back. You push. You push until you can't push no more. So many people are doing this anti-bullying act, and I think it's such a wonderful thing because so many people go through it, yet everybody feels like they're alone. Hi, welcome back to the channel. Amanda Hoops here from the Hoops Family Network, and today we're going to discuss a very serious topic, and it's called bullies and how they affect us. So, if you would subscribe if you're new, like this video so more people can see it, and comment below your experience, and let's get started with the video. So, me and my friend Desiree decided we wanted to start a anti-bully project. And we think it's a great idea because people of all ages are being bullied. It's not just kids and it's not just adults. It's everybody. Everybody's going through it. And we have a couple more people that are going to join on this project as well. I will link everybody's name in the description along with their video. And so this is a serious topic because it's always happening and there may never be an end, but if more people's stories get out and more people speak up, we can make awareness of it. My story is that I have never really stopped being bullied. I noticed all through my childhood, I'm 4'8", so I'm considered a legal dwarf, and I technically should still be in a booster seat when I drive. And I know I made the jokes too, but it's not really funny. Like, I was serious. I was seriously questioning on if I needed to drive with a booster seat or if I was going to seriously get a ticket for not. So, bullying is serious. There are people that have taken their life from bullying. There are people, bullying comes in all shapes and sizes. You can name call. You can have cyberbullying, which is just bullying through a computer or some kind of technical device. There's something between you and that person. And there's physical, there's emotional. It's just like abuse. And there's a lot of forms of it. I have had physical. Growing up through school, I was pushed by people in the hallways. I was thrown into lockers. I was made fun of for my size. When I was 2 years old, they told my mom that I would never have a growth spurt. I have a bone growth disorder. So I stopped growing when I was in 8th grade. And that was tough because I wore the same shoes, I was in the same clothes, all the way up until when I started gaining weight for medical reasons. And then I started needed bigger shoes and bigger sizes. But I was always made fun of for being the shortest. And actually, when I walked the stage at my graduation, I was paired up with the tallest guy in our class, or one of the tallest guys. So when you saw us together, when we walked out, everybody laughed. It it was like it was like a huge joke, and it wasn't funny to me. One of the greatest days of my life, and I remember being laughed at. Um, I was never picked to do plays. I was never picked for cheerleading and dance because I didn't fit the ideal look because I was short. And actually, I was in several relationships where I was punched, I was beaten. One of them actually held me down and punched me. And this was in like 8th grade. So I was scared that after that I was never going to be able to have children. Bullying is serious. And the sad part is children aren't born to bully. It is something that is taught. It is learned. My son has never, my son is 3 years old and has never picked on anybody, pushed anybody back. He's been pushed. And I am shocked that he hasn't. He is the most polite kid that you will meet. He says please and thank you, bless you. But people have thrown him from the slide, like pushed him out of the way and made me nervous. But he just stands there and just lets him go. And watching him interact with people that bully, he's my hero. I mean, anytime someone picks on you, your main objective is you want to go after them. You want to make them hurt like they hurt you. But we need to take what these little ones are doing to heart. We need to be praising them. Make sure that they keep doing this and not going after them and not hurting others, and because this is something that they learn or is taught. It's not something they're born with. I remember being bullied because I wouldn't give the answers to a test, or because I wouldn't cheat, and I was bullied because of who my friends are. I was bullied for my height, like I've said. I had books knocked out of my hands because I was such an oddball. I was thrown into lockers. I was tripped in the hallways. I was always singled out. I've had adults say that they don't like me as a child. And I was one of the most polite kids, just like my son. I do not understand why people can be so cruel. I've always lived by the golden rule. Treat others how you want to be treated. I mean, it's common sense. If I don't want you to push me, I'm not going to push you. I'm not going to call you names. And just because somebody is different does not mean they deserve to be called names. You may have a mental handicap. You may have a physical handicap. Things happen. Medical. I had always been 100 pounds. I was always so skinny. And when I turned 20, I was diagnosed with PCOS, where I have cysts on my ovaries. And they swell, and it makes you bloated. I puffed up. I went from 100 pounds to 180 pounds. I gained 80 pounds just because of this disease. And it's not something you could just lose just by shedding. I mean, it's not like you could just, I mean, eating a low carb diet has helped me thin out, and I've lost 10 pounds, something I've never been able to do lately, but I've been made fun of for being overweight. I've been called fat. I've been put down because of my looks and my weight. And there's people out there that don't just get overweight overnight. It's medical. And a lot of times you can't just lose that. And that's like something I gotta live with, is the fact I'm not gonna be skinny. I'm not gonna be tall. My doctor actually told me that I would not be obese if I was taller. Well, that's not gonna happen. So, because if I grew up, it would have more to go. And it's very discouraging to hear if. If you were taller, you wouldn't be fat. Well, I'm not taller, so I am going to be fat. And it's not something, it's serious to be able to get the gastric bypass. That's serious, and I couldn't put myself through that. And as much as I would love to, so I'm not an embarrassment to people, I could not think of my son being without a mother if something happened to me. Back to my school life, there was one incident where I was pushed into the windows of the school bus every day as I was getting off the bus. It happened all the time. I was always put in the back of the classroom because my last name started with an S. And it was alphabetized. And I always had tall people sitting in front of me. It just seemed like it's an ongoing issue. And I feel like if you don't have anything nice to say, you shouldn't say anything at all. Just like online. I've noticed a lot of my videos, which I understand it's YouTube, it's going to happen. There's people going around just disliking all my videos, but they cannot comment on what I could do to make them better. That would be a huge help on my part and an encouragement. You are allowed to have constructive criticism, but you have to say it in a nice way. There are ways of saying things that aren't going to be hurtful or targeted. Everybody's lives is important. Not one person is more important than another. We need to bring people up, not tear them down. Everybody has a life that matters. I have so many people that are being bullied for things, and there is never a good reason to be bullied. And we need to remember to treat others with respect. And if you're a teenager going through bullying right now, you need to tell an adult. You can't go through this alone, because if you go through this alone and you're cornered and nobody has no idea, nobody can know how to help you. At least if you have somebody that you trust and something comes down to happen, you will be aware of. So if a lot of people go missing. And a lot of people get bullied or hazed. And if something happens to you, somebody could be aware of it. Your life matters. And bullying, the effects, can end up leading you to think you don't matter. And I want everybody to feel like they're important. You may not have much going on in your life right now, but, if you're in high school, if you're in college, you could be in the middle of starting your family. Everybody has a purpose. You determine what your purpose is. I may be having health problems and feel like I'm alone, but when I open up to some friends, and especially my husband and my family, they're aware of how I feel. They're aware of what's going on, and they can help guide me. And that's what you need. If you're going through bullies, you need somebody to help guide you. School doesn't teach you that. And sadly, adults don't either. Adults could be one of the worst bullies as well. Constructive criticism can be so helpful, especially like now starting a YouTube channel. But then again, adults can know how to twist things and make things sound worse. And if you're all alone going through this bullying thing by yourself, especially cyberbullying, because people could do it from a distance and they could say whatever they want and it doesn't bother them. But if they were to say it to your face, they don't have the guts to do that. So they sit behind a screen. And you need to realize that bullying could be verbal abuse, but your life matters. Remember that. Everybody deserves to live their life. And remember, YOLO, you only live once. Make your dreams come true. Fight for what you want in life. Don't let anybody hold you back. You push. You push until you can't push no more. So many people are doing this anti-bullying act, and I think it's such a wonderful thing because so many people go through it, yet everybody feels like they're alone. I know I did. I felt like nobody was a friend. Nobody had ever gone through it before. I was at a party, and because I wouldn't do what these girls wanted to, they tied me to a pole and they called me names. They made me feel so belittled and so hurt. And when I told an adult, nobody believed me. I was told it didn't happen. And that is the worst feeling you can ever feel. You feel like, did I imagine that? And you feel like something is wrong with you, but there isn't. You know the truth. People could say nothing ever happened, but the trauma you go through, you know it. So you need to make sure you tell somebody. You need to talk to somebody, and you can get the help. It could be verbal, it could be physical, it could be emotional abuse. Bullies can come in all shapes and sizes, but you need to remember you can't do this alone. I've had several friends kill themselves because of between bullying and feeling like they don't need to exist. And that's not true. Everybody's lives matter. So you could be sitting on Facebook disliking videos, but if you dislike somebody's video, why don't you just explain what they could do better? That would be That would be constructive criticism. Help be a positive reinforcement. Make the world a better place. Our children need a world to grow up in where there's manners. It'd be awesome. No more school threats. No more just bullying. It would be awesome to not have to go through it. But you also got to remember too, the people bullying you in school, you have the choice to see them later on. So, you don't have to go to your high school reunion. You don't have to see them later on. You may end up, but I can almost guarantee that things will totally switch. Because a lot of people that bullied me, I see their children being bullied. And they know how it feels. So, they get to see a whole nother aspect. So remember, you are important. And you deserve to live. And you deserve to live the life you want to live. Then make it happen. That's why my motto is opportunities are created because you have the chance to make those things happen for you. If you don't go out there and fight for it, it won't happen. But if you even have the chance, then that's a chance it's gonna happen. So, thank you for watching this. Please like and share so all your friends can get this out there as well. I have multiple people that are going to be doing their bullying, the Anti-Bully Act, and if you share your story, you can share it in the comments, let us know, and I can guarantee you're not alone. If you need somebody to talk to, I'm a message away. Comment down below and I will get in touch with you. I personally will speak with you. So remember, like, comment, subscribe for more content. Have a great day.
Hey everybody, this is my 6-year-old daughter Bailey. She's going to be saying the anti-bullying pledge. Go ahead, Bailey, take it away, girl.
I make a commitment to stand up against bullying. I will treat others with respect and kindness. I will have the compassion to not be a bully, the courage to not be a bystander. It is my responsibility to help others being bullied and to report bullying. The end of bullying begins with me.
Thank you, Bailey. That was wonderful.
You're welcome.
You want to say bye to everyone?
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for watching this episode.
Thanks for watching this episode. Make sure to subscribe.
Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Share, comments, subscribe, and give a big thumbs up to our channels. Bye, everyone.
Okay, good job.
Toodles, have a nice time.